Here we go for meeting number 3 of the shortened regular season between these two clubs. The Senators with a 1-0-1 record against the Sabres. The last time these two teams met in Ottawa afternoon, and the Senators posted an overtime victory. This is Bill Bonk getting the puck out to center to start this game. Dave McElwain into the corner. Huda is there to chip it away. Bonk pinching into the plate, finds Randy Cunnyworth, sending it out in front. Nobody's there. Netzkarsh rides it up along the board. Here's Bonk, shot right on by McElwain as Cunnyworth scrambles into the Buffalo corner. Senators trying to set up shop in the Sabres zone here in the opening minute of this hockey game. Huda rides it up along the boards. Audette flicks it over to Eric Plant. He stumbles with that puck, and Cunnyworth sends it back to the doorstep of Hasek. Now Huda over to Donald Audette. 19 points coming into this evening's game. Audette with a nice goal on Tuesday night. Tries to set up Yuri Himmeldev, who also found net. Richard Schmelik a part of the play. Here's Broad. Big score! Buffalo! Well, after a flurry in the Sabres zone, they storm back into Ottawa territory. First knock at the door, and Donald Audette gets them going.
Two excellent plays on this. First, here's Richard Schmelik moving in from the point, and look at Donald Audette. It appeared that he was covered by Chris Dahlquist, but Audette had the body position on the defenseman. Watch as he gets great position and then shoots the puck into the net, as Dahlquist just did not check him. And Donald Audette gives Buffalo a 1-0 lead.
Continuing on the points, Donald Audette now 15th goal of the season. A 3-game point scoring streak right now after that goal to give Buffalo a 1-0 lead. Nice to have you with us this evening on the Empire Sports Network. A special hello to the folks down in Warsaw. Here's Jason Dawes, shot going wide on Warsaw cable. Out to center and put back to the doorstep of Hasek. Richard Schmelik teaming up with Craig Munich. Puck is intercepted by Rob Gaudreau, forced up along the board. Schmelik doing his job. Here's Dawe to Alexi Yashin. Number 19 for the Ottawa Senators. Here's Mogilny over the Senators line. He stood up and wrestled to the ice surface by Jim Pack, and the puck floats back out at center. It just got untangled. Mogilny struggles to get right to the Ottawa line, and he makes his way to the Buffalo bench. Skating in is Pat Aladuck into the Buffalo corner. Bodger holding him. Hannon trying to clear. Vial, number 21, with a shot in front. Rebound by Bergeron. There's a hard shot by Huffman. Here's Huffman again. Blocked by Hannon, and he works out at center now with Victor Gordiuk. Wayne Presley with a shot. Here's Hannon getting the rebound. Gordiuk couldn't handle it. Checked into the boards by Huffman. Presley comes in to clean up for Buffalo and leave it for Hannon. Now back to Presley, who rides into the board. Shot by Sutton on the shoulder of Radek. Bonk. Rebound, Gordiuk. Sending it back behind Billington. Here's Presley. Hannon let it float through his legs. Bonk sending it right over to the out. Gary Huffman, number 5 for Ottawa. Back out at center. That's poked by Sutton. Dominik sends it in, and the Senators go for a change. First period action, 1-0 Buffalo. If you just joined us, Donald Audette scored in the opening minute. Here's Troy Oudette on the line with Troy Murray. Oudette with that power off the right side of Hasek, while Murray stormed in front of the Buffalo net. Ambrosiak trying to clear. That is picked up by Netzkarsh. Left behind, and Huddy clears it along to the near side. Chris Dahlquist keeping it right in for the Senators. Murray looking to get it out in front. He's checked by Huddy, who had a 2-assist performance on Tuesday night. Bob Sweeney doing some checking. And in now is Troy Oudette, flipping it back over to Murray, who has been just held on to by Huddy. Oudette with a backhand, back to Murray. And struggles to get out of the corners. They'll try from behind, and Sutton has got it for Buffalo. Leading this game 1-0.
The Senators with some good pressure on the Sabres, but Buffalo maintaining their positions in the zone, and the Senators could not find any loose players for a dangerous scoring chance.
Icing call, no, waved off. Audette is there first, along with his speedster, Derek Plant. Here's Himmeldev back to Schmelik. Couldn't get the shot away. Yashin and Daigle in the front of him. While Pack now scoots from behind the Senators' net. Plant checked by Yashin. Himmeldev tipping it over to Audette. Out dueling Sean Hill. Here's Donald Audette, tonight's goal scorer. Back into the Senators' corner. Pack pokes it. Audette centers it in front. but Plant couldn't get the shot off the blade of his stick. Rob Gaudreau, number 10 for Ottawa, over the Buffalo line. Trailing in is Alexi Yashin and Alexander Dawe. Yashin. Covered too close by Muni. Chopped now by Plant. Yashin checked along the boards by Muni and down onto the ice. Centering is Gaudreau. Shot wide by Daigle, and the puck goes over the glass and into the crowd. 15-19 left to play into this first period. 1-0 Buffalo. We'll be back.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. One ice that goes beyond the others. To take smooth. To the extreme. New Bud Ice.
Every year, one credit card gives you something other credit cards don't. Only the Discover card offers you Cashback Bonus Award. Cash. Over $500 million paid so far. And there's no annual fee. So carry the Discover card and improve your cash flow. It pays to Discover. Accepted wherever you see the Novus Network sign.
Tonight's scratches are brought to you by Vicks Deep Discount and Pharmacy. Matthew Barnaby took the pregame skate tonight, but is suffering from a back problem. And so Victor Gordiak has been recalled and is in the lineup tonight for Buffalo. And Dave Archibald among the scratches tonight for Ottawa. Archibald also took the pregame skate.
Senators recalled 3 players, but Jim, in the next stoppage of play, I want you to tell the viewers about their travel problems. 3 players that they were expecting to perform in tonight's game against the Sabres, and 3 players who had some big credentials in the American Hockey League.
Yeah, including Darren Rumble, Steve LaRouche, and Michel Picard were recalled from the minor leagues. And they started in Cape Breton Island this morning. They flew from Cape Breton to Sydney, Nova Scotia, to Halifax, Nova Scotia, to Boston, and then to Buffalo. And they got here about 10-15 minutes before the pregame skate, but their equipment didn't. Their equipment ended up in Sydney, and of course they were expected to play tonight and are not able to now.
Spectators this evening on press row. Here's Ken Sutton. Out of his zone, Mogilny pokes it back. Huda tries the other side to Jason Dawe. Out to center to Pat LaFontaine. Goes shy of 400, and the Sabres are caught for offside.
Donald Audette opened the scoring at 54 seconds, his 15th of the year. Richard Schmelik and Yuri Himalev drawing the assists. Pat LaFontaine at center between Alexander Mogilny and Jason Dawe. This was a pretty good line the other night against Quebec. 5 shots on goal for the Senators and 1 for Buffalo. The Sabres made it count.
Face-off just outside the Ottawa line. Picked up by the Senators. This is Chris Dahlquist. Couldn't handle it. Here's Alexander Mogilny. And Billington makes the save, but Dawe finishes out for a Buffalo score. Too hot to handle for Craig Billington, and Jason Dawe is there to push it in.
Coaches will tell you, go to the net, son, go to the net. And Jason Dawe goes to the net as a turnover is caused by LaFontaine. There's Dawe, number 43. You know, see how he went to the net with a stick in front of him on the ice. Has a classic look at what a forward is expected to do when he heads to the front. And if Dawe doesn't score, LaFontaine was a whisker behind him. 2-0 Buffalo as Dawe scores for the Sabres.
Boom, boom. Sabres with command of this game as Cunnyworth shoots it in. Victor Gordiuk out on the line now with Dave Hannon and Wayne Presley. Sutton getting it up to Gordiuk. Backhanding it along in front of the Senators bench. Hill sending it back. Elenick tried to get it across the Buffalo line. Sutton standing strong. Here's Radek Bonk, number 76. That's chopped in the Senators zone. Hannon has got it. Hill tries to clear it. Sutton in with a nice play. Sending it along the end boards And Hill tries to ride it up the glass. Presley off his shoulder. That's poked back to the line. Cannon sends it along. Back to Presley, who backhands it and sends it back down behind Craig Billington. Jim Pack is there, back out to center. Sylvain Turgeon over the line with Radek, Bonk, and Pat Elliott. His shot. Just off the stick of Hasek. Here's Bonk being checked by Schmelik and held on to now. First round draft choice past season by the Senators.
He talked about struggling. Radek Bonk isn't anywhere near the hockey player that Ottawa was expecting him to be. Really has had problems.
Off the side of Billington. Oh, almost had a second go to the night. Here's another chance for Dawe as it floats to the left side of the Senators' net. And it's Bial riding it along. Trying to get it cleared out now. Troy Murray up the boards. Scott Levens out on the ice now. And the puck is clear by the Senators. Dominik Hasek out for a little skate. Sweeps it along. Mogilny keeps it going to the far side. Bial pokes at it. High bouncing puck. And where does it go? Over the glass and into the crowd. 12:58 left to play. First period. 2-0 Buffalo. Our coverage continues tonight on the Umpire Sports Network.
Why do I think the Whopper just beat the Wendy Single in a taste test? In my opinion, it's because the Whopper is round and the Wendy Single is square. Get it? Square burgers, pointy corners. Of course, most people would tell you they prefer the Whopper because it's flame-broiled over open flames, not fried like the Wendy Single. But what gets me are those pointy corners hanging out of a round bun. Where do you put the condiments? These are big problems.
The burger that beat Wendy's Single. The Whopper Value Meal for $2.99 at Burger King.
Want to make a Consumer's Digest Best Buy an even better buy? Well, right now, we're offering $1,000 cash back on every Dodge Caravan. Not just some, every one. Add in up to $1,100 in package value discounts, and you can take up to $2,100 off America's best-selling minivan. Or choose 4.9 financing instead. So hurry to the Dodge National Best Buy sale. Right now, current Chrysler Corporation minivan owners get an additional $500 cash back.
Here's tonight's game day special. Authentic Buffalo Sabre hats from Starter and New Image. The Knockout and Jersey hat are each priced at $20. Place an order, or for a Sabres merchandise catalog, call this number. 1-800-333-PUCK, extension 286. Operators are standing by. Standing by for this face-off, Dominik Hasek. And the eyes of Peter Ambrosiak. For the draw, just outside the Buffalo line, Bob Sweeney, along with Rob Ray. Leading the trio up front for Buffalo on this shift, Bodger, along with Charlie Huddy. For the defense, Huddy sends it over to Rob Ray, his first shift of the evening. Rink wide to Bodger, couldn't play it. McElwain sends it across, Huddy is there. Flicks it right back out. 2-0 Buffalo here in the first period.
You get in a game like this against a team like Ottawa, who have won only 4 games through the season, you get up 2-0 early. This is where the killer instinct has to click in, where you try to get 6-7, try to run the score up. The Sabres have to go for it here in this situation.
Senators losers on Sunday night to Quebec 11-4, and then they lost last night to the New Jersey Devils 1-8-1 in their last 10.
I would consider Rob Ray one of the most entertaining players in the NHL. His 6th season in the league, 3rd in the all-time Buffalo penalty list. Larry Playfair, he's inching up to the big guy, Larry Playfair.
Right next door to us, and the broadcast booth with Rick Jenrette. Face off just outside the Ottawa line. Richard Schmelik tips it hard. Mogilny over to LaFontaine. Checked hard by Sean Hill. Here's Schmelik from the left point. Flicking it right back into the corner. Hill couldn't play it. Mogilny takes it away. LaFontaine back to Mogilny with the backhand, and Billington off his pads. Rebound Day.
See what's happening. The Ottawa defense, who are not fast, are really being taken advantage of by the quicker Buffalo forwards, and particularly LaFontaine and Mogilny. The great forechecking and quick forechecking of LaFontaine was responsible for the Sabres' first goal.
Mogilny sends it into the corner. Pack is there, rides it high along the glass. Muni stops it. Bob Gaudreau intercepts it. Here's Alexi Yashin, just getting it into the Buffalo's zone, and there will be an icing call against the Senators.
Let me correct that. I'm talking about the Sabres' second goal by Jason Dawe. Terrific forechecking by LaFontaine caused the turnover. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, Mogilny just took the puck away from the defenseman, Sean Hill. LaFontaine put it back to him, and another scoring chance. This time is stopped by the goaltender. John Tortorella on the left, handling the Buffalo defense, and Don Lever handling the forwards. It's not like these guys haven't coached before.
That's right. That's right. Don Lever, 2 years with the Rochester Americans, including his first season taking the team to the Calder Cup Finals with the best regular season record. Also voted the Coach of the Year. John Tortorella was also Coach and General Manager of the Year, the ECHL, back in 1986-87.
John Muckler left this team in good hands. The team responding here tonight in the early going with the 2-0 lead on goals by Audette and Jason Dawe.
Talked to Muckler this morning about how he felt sitting at home on Tuesday night. He said his cat Cato was more nervous than he was.
Now, please don't tell me he named his cat after Cato Galen.
I think Cato's been around a heck of a lot longer.
Hey! Get out of here! Go, get out of here!
Wonder how Cato's feeling tonight. Relaxing now with a 2-0 lead, but again, Jim Loren's good point with this Ottawa Senators team. Got to have the killer instinct.
Skate, Eddie, skate!
Hear the noise of Dominik Hasek. Always talking to the players. Audette coming across the line, tried to fire the shot, went off the blade of his stick. That will shoot it back along the end boards as we approach the halfway mark of this first period. Buffalo leading it 2-0 off 5 shots. Himalev backhanding it. Audette with a look to Plant. Didn't get the shot away, and the puck is cleared back out at center. Senators have played the Sabres this year. A tight checking style of game.
That's what it's turned into right now, hasn't it? Between the two blue lines the last 2 or 3 minutes. And that's the kind of a game that Ottawa wants to play and hope maybe take advantage of a power play or situation or a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 break.
Just joined us, Matthew Barnaby, a late scratch. Victor Gordiuk, an emergency recall from the Rochester Americans. He's out on the ice now. Bodger centering it out in front. Nobody there, and Scott Levens clears it for Ottawa. Wesley covering up Bodger. Trailing his Honey out of the Buffalo zone. Here's Presley. Goals on the season for the veteran and the captain of the Senators, Randy Cunnyworth. Sending it into the Buffalo corner. Here's McElwain. Back to Phil Bourque, centering it out in front. Cunnyworth couldn't get there. Pack keeps it in for the left point. Here's Cunnyworth losing the edge of his skate into the corner. Wrapped up with Muni. And Jackson caused the play. 8:56 left here in the first period. 2-0 Buffalo. We'll be back.
To celebrate the Sabres' 25th anniversary.
With more shoulder room, more hip room, and more cargo room than a Ford Ranger or Chevy S10, you could say Dodge Dakota is the perfect size for a truck. And when you get $1,000 cash back and a lease rate as low as $159 a month, you could also say that a 4-cylinder Dakota Sport is the perfect size truck for your budget. Dodge Dakota, a little bigger, a lot better. At America's Truck Stop, your friendly Dodge dealer.
These days, people who really understand money carry the Discover Card. That's because the Discover Card Cashback Bonus Award is just that, cash. Everyone can use more cash, and there's no annual fee. That's why the Discover Card is the choice of people who really know the drill. It pays to discover, accepted wherever you see the Novus Network sign.
A view from the Crossroads, Cam.
No, I think I saw Richard Martin up there too earlier.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did before the start of tonight's broadcast.
Entertaining,
Yep.
entertaining the
They have a
troops.
good crowd over there. If you get a chance, folks, just behind Memorial Auditorium, stop by and see the construction of the Crossroads Sports and Entertainment Complex. Starting to take shape. They have steel beams going as high as the Skyway now. Face off right side of the Buffalo Nets. Bob Sweeney at center. Rob Ray along with Peter Ambrosiak. Break in the face-off formation, so the Sabres and Senators will try it again. Veteran Troy Murray, who scored that overtime goal the last time these two teams met.
Good face-off man, Troy Murray is. He takes it against. And this time Buffalo, though, coming up with it as Ambrosiak wanted it.
Sweeney just at the Buffalo line, tipping it to Ambrosiak, flicking it down into the Senators' corner. Hill hanging on to Ambrosiak. Alvial tips it up. Sutton stops it at the left point, just off the stick of Ray. Here's Scott Levens. Out of his zone and through center. Ray in pursuit, as well as Bob Sweeney. Takes a ride along the Buffalo net. Sutton trying to get out of Levens' way and held up, so Buda takes over.
That was a pretty good play by Sutton, though. Notice he was going to play the puck up the boards, but that area was covered, and instead of giving the puck away, he took the check into the boards and got some help from his defense partner. That's what a coach doesn't want, is giveaways in the zone.
That goes right wide. Rob Ray and Dennis Vial have a few words together while the Senators set up the play in their own zone. Here's Vial, number 21, down the left wing. Picked off by Bork, sent out to center. Vial again. Right it into the doorstep where Hasek does the splits. The puck goes over the glass and into the crowd. Here's tonight's trivia quiz, brought to you by Bagel Brothers Bakery and Deli. For Buffalo's freshest bagels, sandwich, soups, salads, Bagel Brothers is the place. Jim, what do we have?
Which of the Senators scored 40 goals in his rookie year? I know the answer to that one.
We'll have it for you.
I'll give you a hint. He played for the Hartford Whalers.
Somewhere in that group of Ottawa players, just moments ago. Dave McElwain, who has been affiliated with a few clubs, 6 to be exact.
Yes, and among them the Buffalo Sabres. Back in 1991-92, he played 5 games for Buffalo.
Hasek getting himself into position. Early look at the Noco Express Shop scoreboard update. There's a shot by Hookman, and Hasek tips it right over to Mogilny. Line pass to Bodger and out to center. Dawe over the Senators' line. Right wide to an open Charlie Huddy. Slip shot over the glass and into the crowd. Billington got a piece of that one, but Huddy had a clear view of the Senators' goaltender.
Charlie Huddy could have had a breakaway from the blue line in. This is a marvelous play by Jason Dawe. Watch the one side of the ice. There's no one over there. Look, 5 players on one side of the ice, and Charlie Huddy elects to take the shot. It glances off the shoulder or the arm of the goaltender and goes up into the crowd. But a nice play by Jason Dawe. Shows you the importance. You kids are watching, who are playing defense. Get up on the play with those forwards because they're going to be looking for you. Get up quick to that blue line.
Mogilny keeping it down in the Senators' territory. Now Bodger with a wrist shot off the stick of Billington. Rebound Cunnyworth. He's held up by LaFontaine. Taking over his Netskarsh. Over to Hookman. Out to center. 2-0 Buffalo here in the first. 7:07 remaining. LaFontaine held up by Netskarsh. This would afford Phil Bork some time. Back over to 19-year-old Stan Netskarsh. Hookman from the left wing, long shot, stick save. Hasek tips it right out. Dawe takes it from the boards, trying to feed Mogilny. McElwain intercepting it. Cunnyworth shot goes straight on, and Hasek will cover up.
Dominik Hasek again. He made a beautiful play just before that save to shovel the puck up front to the forwards, and on that hard low shot, no rebound again. Alexander Dawe is starting to develop into the player that Ottawa thought he would be. Watch this quick play by Hasek. These are the subtle things that goaltenders do that don't show up at the end of a game except in the win column. Jason Dawe, unfortunately, could not get the puck out of the zone. And there's the hard shot and no rebound as Hasek has it again.
Alexander Dawe, big points while a junior, and he's coming on strong of late for the Senators.
Alexander Dawe with 12 goals, 11 assists, 23 points.
Had 2 last night. They lost to the Devils. Here's Schmelik flicking it up. Rob Gaudreau out at center over to Sean Hill to the Buffalo line. Poked nicely by Muni. Gordiuk tipping it over to Presley. Hill right back for the Senators. 6:29 left here in the first. 2-0 Buffalo. Ronald Audette and Jason Dawe, the goal scorers. Hasek leaving it to the near side. Schmelik along with Hannon leading the charge. Known as the General, Dave Hannon flicking it along the Senators' end boards. Billington leaving it for Pack. Through center and all the way down. Icing has been waved off. Hasek rides it up along the glass. Gordiuk out to center and crisply accepted by Presley. Huffman, however, tipping it out. Over the line is Alexi Yashin. With his line mate Dawe tried to set up Gaudreau. That bounces to the point. Bial trying to keep it in. Chopped by Gordiuk and back out to center. Alexi Yashin. 17 goals on the season, leading the Senators. Goals and assists.
Get out of here!
Here's Bial to Yashin. Held on now by Huda. Plant shoving the puck back out to center. Turgeon will try it. Number 61 for Ottawa.
Go! Help him, help him!
Here's Huda. Moving it back over to Sutton. And the talking of Dominik Hasek, his favorite comment is, I must see. You'll hear that several times. I must see.
That means get out of the way.
Right.
You're screening me.
Himmelef to Donald on deck. Billington riding onto the left side of the Senators' net. From the corner is Himmelef. Left off the puck by net starts. Himmelef again with it now in front. Tempted for Derek Plant. Element breaking up that play. Turgeon rides Plant into the boards. 4:42 left here in the first. 2-0 Buffalo. Bonk sending it up to Turgeon, who one-arms it out to center with Element, but a two-line pass violation against the Senators. Stops the play, and it's time to take this time out. Hope you're enjoying tonight's game.
We gave Dodge Ram the most powerful overall line of truck engines on the planet. A driver's side airbag. The option of four-wheel anti-lock brakes. A cab designed to set the standard for comfort and room. Then, after we made Ram that good, we made it this bad. Introducing the new Ram Sport. At America's truck stop, the new Dodge.
Now it's time for the answer. Jim Lorenz of the Bagel Brothers Bakery and Deli Trivia Quiz.
It might be a Turgeon. It is Sylvain Turgeon. 40 goals back in 1983-84. Neil Smith, the general manager of the New York Rangers, here this evening, sitting down below us in the gold seats with Doug Moss, the president of the Buffalo Sabres. A lot of hockey guys in the audience tonight, along with general manager Neil Smith. Phil Mears here from Chicago. Mike Abamont from Florida, Rick Mahar from the Blues, and Bob Tyndall from the Boston Bruins.
Everybody's taking a look at things for the possible trades. The trade deadline date is April 7th.
We were talking about Larry Playfair a little earlier in the broadcast on Saturday, April 8th at 5 p.m. at the Buffalo State Arena. The Buffalo Sabre alumni versus the Secret Service, money to benefit Children's Hospital. And Larry is, of course, very much involved in the Sabre Alumni Association.
That's Saturday night?
Yes.
Maybe Muckler could coach that game. John Muckler in game 2 of his 3-game suspension at home tonight. Goes right in front of Billington. Bork sends it up along the boards. Bodger getting it right back. 9 shots for Buffalo. Here's Charlie Huddy. And a set up to make it 10. Murray intercepting that one. Levens tips it right over to Randy Cunnyworth over the Buffalo line.
Get him! Get him!
Now to Murray. That shot just to the side of Dominik Hasek. Donald Audette open the scoring tonight. Breezing through center. Peter Ambrosiak along with Bob Sweeney trailing in. Here's Sweeney's backhand off the stick of Billington. Now Sutton pinching in. Sends it back behind the Senators' net. John Hill skating with it to the far side. Gets that check from Ambrosiak as it bounces out to center. Here's Huda. Sending it right to the doorstep of Billington. Were you surprised, Jim, that Beaupre did not play tonight for Ottawa?
Yes, I was. Beaupre, of course, plays the majority of the games. Billington getting into some trouble there. Sweeney runs into him. But Beaupre has played most of the hockey games, 25 to be exact, and he's been excellent for Ottawa. So he's just getting a rest in this.
He sees about 45 shots a game.
Yes, he does.
Made 32 saves last night in their losing effort. Audette chopping the puck to the Buffalo line. Sweeney very nicely to Sutton, and the Sabres will go for a change here. Out skates Pat LaFontaine, Jason Dawe, and Mogilny awaits. We're ready to come over, and the trio is complete now. Alexander Mogilny backhanding it right to the Senators' line. There's Netzkarsh with it. Checked by LaFontaine, jars the puck to the Buffalo line, where now Schmelik finds Dawe. Attempted to beat LaFontaine. Netzkarsh in the way of that one as well. McElwain trying to thread the needle in the Buffalo zone. Greg Muning tipping it up along the boards to Mogilny, immediately out to center. Cunnyworth sends it right back in. 2:19 left here in the first. Sabres 2, Senators nothing. Shots tied at 10 now as Schmelik brings it out to Dawe. He backhands it in. Gary Huffman taking a look to the near side. Former Quebec Nordique and Philadelphia Flyer. McElwain again trying to thread that needle. Muny backhanding it to Billington. Hard to handle, and Billington won't take any chances. Gordiuk was right there. So the play stops with 1:52 left here in the first. Coming up in our first intermission, I'll be talking with ex-Sabre Randy Cunnyworth. The 2-minute power play with Mike Robitaille back at our studios at Empire, and highlights of this first period. It started out with quite a flurry by the Senators, but the Sabres just came right into a fresh sheet of ice in Senators zone and struck quickly.
And it was Donald Audette scoring at 54 seconds from Richard Schmelik and Yuri Himalev, and then Jason Dawe 5:15 from Mogilny and LaFontaine. Sabres with 11 shots on goal, Ottawa with 10. And since that first 7 or 8 minutes of this period, this game has turned more into a close checking game, with much of the action in the neutral zones.
Atypical style between these two clubs. Here's Alexander Dawe, 91 with the shot right on. Yashin, no problems. Bodger over to Presley, stopped by Pack. Presley kicking it with the blade of his skate, then walking it up the boards. Dawe checked by Bodger, held up there. Yashin stealing it. Here's Gaudreau from the corner, trying to beat Yashin. Good defensive play by Huddy. Hasek stretching it over for Huda. Dawe from the corner to the left side of the Buffalo net, and Hasek will not take any chances, especially with the talents of Alexi Yashin.
Alexei Yashin, truly one of the great emerging stars in the NHL. The best player on the Ottawa Senators club, their leading scorer. Fun to watch. 21 years old from Russia, the second player taken overall back in 1992. Led NHL rookies last year in assists and was second in points. Played in the All-Star game as the only rookie and scored 2 goals for the Eastern Conference. Lives with his parents in Ottawa.
They've had a tough time recently. His father in a terrible car accident, and they're going through some tough contract negotiations with the Senators.
Well, on top of that, Ottawa winning only 4 games, and I can tell you from experience that is a very difficult time for players when your club seldom wins. And I guess the only good thing is that it's a short season for Ottawa.
Schmelik sending it in. They also have a new building coming their way. They plan to enter halfway into next season, called the Palladium. $200 million project outside the city of Ottawa. 47 seconds left here in the first period. Presley plays it from the corner. Dawe hit by Gordiuk. Grove couldn't handle it. Presley again held up along the boards. This time Yashin puts a bear hug on to Presley. Hannon tipping it over to Gordiuk. Not much space to work in, so Hannon lets it ride along the seam of the boards. Presley tipping it out in front, and Billington covers up with 29 seconds left here in the first period. And now some tippers start to warm up down in the Senators' corner. Hannon with a high hand in that scrum with Alexi Yashin.
Frustration on behalf of Ottawa. Good job of checking by Buffalo. The line of Victor Gordiuk, Presley, and Dave Hannon. And penalties being called to Kerry Huffman and Presley. Or I beg your pardon, Dave Hannon. Here's where it began as Hannon is pushed up along the boards. Man, and he can talk with the best of them, too. He's probably firing high sticks and punches and talking at the same time.
As we just saw, 2 each for roughing. Sabres this morning at the game day skates were relaxed. There was a lot of talking out there and some pretty good yelling. So that means that they're feeling good of their victory on Tuesday night over the Nordiques. Trying to carry it into this evening's contest as well.
Buffalo coming into tonight with 31 points. And that's good. Tied for 7th overall in the conference. However, the Sabres just 3 points back of 4th place Boston. That's how close it is.
We'll keep you posted throughout this evening's game on the NOCO Express Shop scoreboard update, as well as Mike Robitaille in between periods at Boston Islander game. Quebec is at the Rangers, New Jersey at Philadelphia. Here's Sutton Lee pass to Audette, looking for 2 in the closing minute of this first period. Murray digs now from behind his net. Out to center, McElwain sets it up for Sean Hill. Long shot. Hasek is there to field that puck, and the Sabres take a 2-0 lead to their dressing room. Off 11 shots. And they struck early with Donald Audette and Jason Dawe. 2-0 Buffalo at the end of 1. Stick with us. Randy Cunnyworth is coming up next.
Inside Sports Magazine. If you're into sports, you already know the score. But for the real story, you've got to get inside. Only Inside Sports gives you the color, the commentary, the controversy, the consensus. Doug Collins and Bill Walton analyze the Shack Attack. Thomas Boswell proves why Barry Bonds is the best player alive. Bob Trumpy sizes up the road to the Super Bowl. You'll get 10 issues of Inside Sports, including our preseason preview editions. You'll also get our spectacular swimsuit issue. And with your paid subscription, a special bonus, 8 issues of Basketball Digest. No real fan should be without it. Order your subscription now and save over 63% off the cover price. A total of 18 issues for 3 monthly payments of only $7.31 each. Get more than the score. Get the inside story. Get Inside Sports and Basketball Digest today.
Call now 1-800-807-7700.
In a special TV offer, it's Robin Williams live at the New York Metropolitan Opera House.
Howdy! Oh, wrong opera house. Thank you.
Hang on, as the far reaches of Robin Williams' mind zip through your living room on one incredible tape. From Parenthood.
You don't need drugs when you have a kid. You're awake, you're paranoid, you smell bad, it's the same thing.
To International Crisis.
But we believe now the accident at Chernobyl has been taken care of. If you'd like to follow us into the plant, I'll show you around. Let's party! Check it out, I'm incredible, check it out.
Don't miss your chance to own Robin Williams live. A videotape you'll watch again and again.
Yeah!
Order your Robin Williams video for only $19.98. Have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-591-3344. That's 1-800-591-3344. Or send check or money order for $19.98 plus $4.50 shipping and handling to the address on your screen.
Now the Sabres get ready for period number 2 against these Ottawa Senators.
Dave Hannon in the penalty box for Buffalo. Kerry Huffman for the Senators. Each player with a minute and a half to go.
So 4-on-4 on a new sheet of ice here at the Odd. Sent down into the Senators' zone. LaFontaine in pursuit. Alexander Mogilny was high stick to the opening faceoff. He was slow in getting into territory.
Pat LaFontaine ran into him. Mogilny got tripped up in his. Then he took a shot from LaFontaine as LaFontaine skated by him.
Now Mogilny's getting loosened up here in the opening minute of this second period. Out at center is Alexander Daigle. They've got a 2-line pass violation, so we'll stop things.
Sean Hill, born in Duluth, Minnesota, into his 3rd NHL season with his 3rd team. Began his NHL career with Montreal, a member of the United States 1992 Olympic team, and a Stanley Cup with the Canadiens.
We have number 1 of our top Buffalo Sabre fans on the ill side tonight and at home, and I'm unable to attend to this evening's game. Our special wishes to Gino McManus. Hope you're on the better side and back here at Memorial Auditorium to watch these Sabres and to root them on. Face off just inside the Ottawa line. LaFontaine and Mogilny on with Bodger and Huddy. 4-on-4 for the next 56 seconds. Here's Huddy trying to get the shot away. Into the corner is Mogilny. Setting it up in front, intended for LaFontaine, heavily covered by Chris Dahlquist. And here's Dave McElwain through center and over the Buffalo line. Bodger in pursuit. Backing up is Mogilny. Hasek continuing to talk while he pokes that puck. Back over to Huddy. Next card, pinching into the play. Here's McElwain between his legs. A break for Buffalo and Mogilny. Going through center and crisscrossing with LaFontaine. Huddy a part of the play. Puck is picked off by Rob Gaudreau. We talked about him between periods. Over the line and the slip shot straight on to Hasek. Stomach as well. LaFontaine intercepting that pass, and here's Alexander Mogilny face to face with Billington, who takes that puck right into the Senators logo of his sweater.
Alexander Mogilny at the end of the shift. If he receives this pass at the beginning of the shift, this defenseman never catches him. Great pass from LaFontaine, and Mogilny just doesn't have enough gas in the tank to pull away from the defenseman and cut in on the goaltender. But still a pretty good scoring chance by Alex Mogilny as he attempted to go between the legs of Craig Billington.
Faceoff will go to the left side of Billington. A break in the faceoff formation. Derek Plant. 3 goals and 16 assists into this evening's game.
Plant, along with Yuri Himalev up front. And Donald Audette is ready to go onto the ice as Dave Hannon's penalty will expire.
Audette standing by like a race car in the pits. Here's Dawe across the line with a wrist shot blocked by Hasek. And the Sabres netminder will hang on to that one. Here's your chance to celebrate the Sabres anniversary with the Tim Hortons Sabres 25th anniversary sweepstakes. You can win Sabre tickets, autographed 25th anniversary pennants, limited edition 25th anniversary pucks, and Sabres autographed hockey sticks. One grand prize winner will receive, get this, 8 red label tickets to a Sabres home game and 8 25th anniversary hats. Enter at participating Western New York Tim Horton locations. Folks, no purchase is necessary.
That line of Alexander Dawe, Alexi Yashin on the ice along with Troy Murray. Buffalo in the first period did an excellent job against this line. This is the 3 players you fear most on Ottawa.
Dial from the left point. That's poked out and Presley tried to clear. Troy Murray is down in front of the Buffalo net. Shot came in and he got a stick. And you also hear on our effects mic.
I think he said I got speared, and now he goes after Schmeling. Troy Murray all wound up on that play. Thinking back to the first period, there were just 2 penalties called, and that toward the end of 1931 to be exact. And we'll have a couple of penalties coming up here. Or will we?
We'll find out with Dave Jackson.
No, he's not.
He doesn't look like he was headed over to the off-ice officials, and it just holds up right at the Ottawa line. And Troy Murray not happy about what just took place.
So Troy Murray goes off, and Gaudreau comes on to play left wing with Yashin and Dawe.
Just outside the Buffalo line. Here's Mogilny. Fumbling with it. Slot area. Kicked out. Now sends it right back in. We've played 2 minutes of this second period. Buffalo leading it 2-0. Donald Audette and Jason Dawe, the goal scorers tonight. Here's Victor Cordial. Now Presley across the line. Couldn't handle it. An icing call. Stop the activity. Regroup down in the Buffalo zone. Dennis Vial along with Wayne Presley have a few words together, and they display that by getting their sticks tangled up with each other.
And Dennis Vial led the hockey club in penalties last year. There's the big defenseman heading to the bench, 25 years old, into his 4th season from Sault Ste. Marie, 214 penalty minutes last year.
Wasn't he one of the guys that snapped last year here in Buffalo? Shot the puck into the net, shot the puck into the Sabres bench.
The Sabres bench, that's right.
That was a long afternoon.
That was some game. 34 penalty minutes against Buffalo for Dennis Vial. The Sabres here with 17:48 to go in the second. This period is slowed right down at the beginning of this period. And this is to the advantage of Ottawa.
Hoffman's low shot, floats in front off the side of Derek Plant. Turgeon gets the rebound, takes his own shot off the stick now of Hasek. Looking it back behind Hasek. Radek Bonk centering it out in front. Sutton clears it out for Buffalo. Here's Pack at his own line. Tips it to the glass. Over the stick. Helena. So Sutton has it with some time in his own zone. Himmelad eluding a check, getting it out to center. Turgeon sends it right back in. Audette trying to break free. Now in the Senators zone. Checked by Pack. Backing up is Huda. A stoppage in play.
We were talking about Radek Bonk earlier. He was the Senators' first pick in the 1994 draft and finally came to terms with Ottawa on January the 19th when he signed a 5-year, $6 million contract. He had turned down a 3-year, $4.7 million offer prior to the lockout and had threatened to sit out the season. The salary cap, the rookie salary cap, changed the market. And of course, Bonk suffered because of that. And perhaps he's in a huge pout because he certainly hasn't produced for Ottawa up to this point. To pay a player that kind of money and get 1 goal and 5 assists in 29 games, that's worrisome.
Definitely send it back to the shop. Bodger tips it along and out to the near side. Cunnyworth trying to get it away from Honey. That's poked free. Honey again. Cunnyworth doing some work with his skate blade with the puck. Senators over the Buffalo line. Shot by Fork just to the left side of Hasek. Goal to protect the Sabres net. Fork from behind. Here's McElwain. Checked by Bodger. LaFontaine held up by Fork with one arm into the near side. Slap shot. Next card wide. Rebound takes its way out of center. Ottawa gets on sides. Now breaking down is Bodger. Out to center. Netskars couldn't handle it. Buffalo attempting to change on the fly. They do so now. Bob Sweeney skating out with Rob Ray. Dawe remains. We've played 4 minutes of this second period. Sabres 2. Senators nothing. Goal scoring in the first 5 minutes of this game. Sweeney across the line with Ray. Playing along the end board. Billington poking it from Sweeney. Now Sean Hill gets it right back out at center. Good play by Schmelik. Finished off the stick of Ambrosiak. Here's Hill. Tipping it up. Alette is checked. Managing to get the pass to Scott Levens. 26 for the Senators.
Easily Ottawa coming out of the zone now. The Sabres just aren't getting in on the defense like they did early in the first. And that's the key, or one of the keys to beating Ottawa. Get on their slow defense and force the turnovers.
Peter Ambrosiak is hit hard by Millette and down face first out at center. Backtrack, maybe take a look at it, and this will create some pushing and shoving. Craig Muni is now locked up with Troy Millette. Rob Ray wants a piece of Millette, and Ray is being restrained by the couple of the linesmen. Ambrosiak was just nailed through center. We'll be back as our coverage continues after this timeout.
Your roll, sir.
Thank you, Hobbs. If basketball were as easy as banking at Fleet, the game might look something like this. Take Fleet Easy Business Credit, for example. It's simple to apply, and your company can get a loan decision up to $100,000 in 3 business days. Now, what could be easier than that?
Oh, brilliant shot, sir.
Let's see how much you know about gasoline. Ready? In 1921, who opened the world's first drive-in service station? Your dad used it. His dad used it. Today, Gulf's Advent 21 formula keeps fuel injectors clean and helps my car run better than ever before. Whether it's full service or self-serve. For the life of your car, you know the name. Go, go.
Peter Ambrosiak with the puck. Watch the right shoulder, the right elbow. As the elbow comes up from Troy Millette. And down goes Ambrosiak. He's still down. That was a huge elbow from Troy Millette. And he ends up getting a 4-minute high sticking penalty. But to me, a play like that is a deliberate attempt to injure and should be penalized more severely than that.
So Jim Pizzatelli, head athletic trainer for the Sabres, attending to Peter Ambrosiak. Pat LaFontaine providing guidance. Nothing erupted during our commercial timeout with Troy Millette. Dennis Fial was out there as well.
You can bet it will erupt before this game's over. And Troy Millette, he better get himself in the penalty box.
Jackson headed over to the Ottawa bench to discuss things with Rick Bowness and E.J. McGuire.
And Troy Millette with 4 minutes for high sticking.
Discussions continue. That's Leon Stickler with Troy Millette. A lot of great things will be happening here at the Odd on Sunday afternoon. The Carnival is back, and they want you to come out and play with the Sabres. Face off for fun. Sabres Carnival starts at 1 o'clock. Your chance to take your best shot in one of your favorite Sabres. Win some great prizes. There's something for everyone. A dunk tank, pie throwing, a shot on goal contest. All featuring your favorite players. Tickets are just $5 in advance and are available at the Sabres Odd box office. Proceeds benefit Children's Hospital and the Buffalo Sabres Foundation. That's the Sabres Carnival this Sunday beginning at 1 o'clock right here at the Odd.
I'd like to take this opportunity also to send a special hello to George Gallagher, who is not feeling well. He's a paramedic in Section 7 here at the Odd for 24 years. I hope you're enjoying the game tonight, George.
Sit back and relax. I wonder how our other buddies doing from Tuesday night's game that got hit square in the nose.
Well, that's a bad section down there. Just earlier in the game, someone else was hit. And Buffalo now with a chance to go up 3-0.
Working on the power play. Richard Schmelik from the right point. Alexander Mogilny pressed along the near side. Huffman getting it out. Here's a break for the Senators. McElwain shot stopped by Hasek. Bodger takes the chop, managing to pass it over to LaFontaine. He's going to go back for it. Combination out at center is Mogilny and Audette. He takes a slap at it. Here's Hill looking for an opening, found one.
That's what happens when you make a bad shoot in. If you're going to shoot the puck in, you must have wingers skating hard for it. You just can't get the puck near the blue line and swat it into the zone, because it's going to be cleared easily by the opposition.
Schmelik over the Senators' line. Following up is Mogilny. LaFontaine scores, but he took a big hit from Randy Cunnyworth. Whoa! Talk about a kamikaze run. LaFontaine gives the Sabres a 3-0 lead.
Now there's no fear in the heart of Pat LaFontaine. You got to worry about two things: being hit by a player or running into the net. This is just a beautifully executed play. And Mogilny picks up the puck. He knows where LaFontaine is, and a great pass. LaFontaine scores for Buffalo and gets knocked down, but the Sabres on the power play take the 3-0 lead, and that was in the first part of the 4-minute penalty. So now they'll work on the second part. 2 minutes left, and the double minor to Troy Millette. What a great goal.
A true sacrifice. Pat LaFontaine with his 5th of the season, now 4 for 400. The official watch is on. Pat LaFontaine on the power play for Buffalo.
That's just pure, so much skill involved in that, with the pass from, and the timing, of course, and then the power of LaFontaine to go into that area.
And probably knowing out of the corner of your eye, you're going to get hit.
You know you're going to get hit. Absolutely, you're going to get hit.
Played 6 minutes of this second period. Sabres 3, Senators nothing. Sutton sending it in. Cunnyworth tying up Plant. Kicking it again now, and Netskarsh brings it out for the Senators. Here's Rob Gaudreau, number 10. And Huddy takes it away with ease. So Sutton sets it up with Charlie Huddy. Second power play for Buffalo. 1:12 remaining. Hamilev over the line with Jason. Dawe smaps out Billington making the save. Dawe trying to get his own rebound. Sends it to Plant. Swirls it over to Sutton. Now Bodger with the shot. Billington with a save. Rebound in front. Picked up by Hill and cleared. Hunter from behind Hasek. LaFontaine. Along with Bodger, now Schmelik from left. Audette across the line with LaFontaine and Mogilny. Schmelik trying to get the shot away. Sends it over to LaFontaine. Here's Audette. Tip it over to Mogilny, who's mixing the magic now from behind the Senators net. Bodger takes that shot. Billington makes the save. They score! You just wanted to blow at that puck to get it across the line.
That's how you take advantage of a double minor. You score in the first part of it, and then the second part. Audette goes to the net. The Sabres get the puck to the net, and the Sabres take the 4-0 lead with 12:51 to go here in the second period. That was Audette who got knocked down beside the net, got himself back up. Billington cannot control the rebound or the loose puck. And Audette scores for Buffalo with 12:51 to go here in the second period. A terrific shot from the point, also by Duck Bodger, results in Audette's second goal of the evening.
Two players taking two big hits. Speaking for Peter Ambrosiak, it resulted in a 4-minute minor. And Pat LaFontaine taking a hit to start this power play up. And then followed up by Audette on another power play goal.
Rick Bowness, of course, trying to settle his club down, but trailing 4-0. They're the lowest scoring team in the NHL. Bowness in his third year as head coach of Ottawa from Moncton, New Brunswick. Coached also the Winnipeg Jets and the Boston Bruins.
Broadcast clothing provided by Harry Rosen Menswear, Walden Galleria.
While we have this opportunity, I'd also like to invite our fans and aspiring players to the Jim Lorentz Beginner Hockey School at Saberland in August. For more information, call the Buffalo Sabres or Saberland.
Get your spots. They're going quick. My size, I take up, what, 3 of them?
Yes. We're going to work on your stops this year. Wow. Stopping to the left.
He taught me how to skate. He didn't teach me how to stop.
Bonus. Boy, what a tough job, isn't it? Your club's won 4 games all season. You're down 4-0. And to try to keep that enthusiasm is so very difficult. And a positive attitude. Sometimes you just want to go and cry somewhere. I'm sure he's done that.
Been doing it a lot lately, well, with the performance of his club. Nowhere near the start of which we saw at the beginning of this shortened schedule. I was impressed with that first game when the Sabres played the Senators.
Gary Huffman acquired January on waivers from the Quebec Nordique. He began his career in Philadelphia.
So while Huffman gets a huff over at the bench, let us take this puff.
Well, I'm a contractor, and I spend a lot of time in my truck.
Mark Markison, Ford owner, gets his first look at the Chevy CK's all-new interior.
Oh, this is a lot more room than I'm used to. I like this. You already had the best-looking truck. Now you got the best interior, too.
The 1995 Chevy CK, it's got people thinking twice about their old truck.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of these. You guys take trade-ins?
Trade-ins accepted daily at your good neighbor Chevrolet Geo dealer.
Down on the Reds here at the Auditorium, enjoying tonight's game. That heavy cast on that right hand, and of course wrapping up those fingers that he broke when he punched Samuelson of Pittsburgh.
There's Alexander Dawe on the hockey give and go. The good throw, but that's stopped. A the stick of Hasek. Yashin from the corner. The throw intercepted from Sutton, getting away from Alexander Dawe. Nice move by Sutton. Gordiuk pressed up against the other board to the left side of Hasek. Looked by Hasek. Dawe couldn't hang on to it. Yashin tried to wrap around. Hasek was right there, and the play is stopped. Dave Jackson thought maybe the net went off its mooring or what?
I guess so. That's why he, I assume, blew the whistle. Alexander Dawe trying to rally his hockey club after a nice play by Ottawa and a fine save by Hasek. But you know, a lot of goaltenders, when they reach for the puck like that for the stick, attempting to deflect it away, would take themselves out of position. Notice that Dominik didn't. Not only did he missed the puck, but he was still in position to make the save, and he turned aside the scoring chance by Rod Goudreau.
I asked Dominik earlier this morning about his performance doing the splits on Tuesday night. He doesn't even remember doing the splits. And he said, if you asked me to do the splits now, like off the ice, he said, I couldn't do that.
And he couldn't have stretched out any more than he did. I mean, that was the full version of a goaltender doing the splits from one goal post to the other in the last game that the Sabres played Quebec. Hasek performing his magic again. Audette scores his second of the night, 16th of the year from Doug Bodger and Alexander Mogilny at 7:09.
Bob Sweeney at the face-off with Cunnyworth. Sweeney winning it, leaving it for Bodger from behind. Cunnyworth in pursuit of that puck. 4-0 Buffalo here in the second period. Bodger over the Ottawa line. Following in is Sweeney. Bats the backhand behind Billington. Gray tried to set it out in front, and Billington pokes it into the corner. Here's Dahlquist riding it up high along the glass as it bounces right to Dave McElwain. McElwain tempting the feet work. Nicely covered by Rob Ray. And Bodger brings it out for Buffalo. Crisscrossing over the Senators' line. Himmelov storming into Nitzkarsh. Dahlquist tips it up. Bodger stopping it from the left point. Bonk. Forcing Buffalo to regroup out at center. Sabres get on side, and then they call for a shift change. And LaFontaine and Jason Dawe skate out. Gilney waits in the pits, and he comes from the bench. Fresh line for Buffalo, and a big one. Turgeon through center. Got a lane. Shot wide. Rebound. Sutton. Clearing it out through center. Icing has been waved off, so Sean Hill teams up with Jim Pack finding Sylvain Turgeon. And Ellenuk stretched far enough to get that puck. Sutton leaving it back for his defense partner, Doug Huda. Out to LaFontaine, setting up the play over to Mogilny from right. Checked off the puck by Pack. Ellenuk trying to get it out. Dawe swats it in. And 24 left here in the second period. 4-0 Buffalo. Here's Doug Huda. Sipping it back behind and into the far corner to LaFontaine. Tipping it out in front, intended for Dawe. Ellenuk trying to clear. Schmelik shot stopped by Pack. Gonna wrap up into escape. Dawe tries to make it free. LaFontaine looking for Mogilny. Schmelik back to Dawe. Pack enforcing the play into the corner. Schmelik couldn't hold it this time, and Buffalo regroups back in their own zone. 9:55 left here in the second period. LaFontaine along with Yuri Himmelov, and Himmelov held up from a backhand by Dennis Biel. Biel getting it over to Troy Millette. That down the right wing. Schmelik in pursuit. Here's Biel trying to stuff it across the crease. Dominik Hasek just did not break his concentration. Here's Millette back to Scott Levens, trying to get a shot away. Good coverage by the Buffalo forwards in their own zone. Schmelik out through center. Biel has got it. Plant intercepting. Derek Plant with a shot just to the left side. He was going to the good side of Billington. Another shot going wide. Backing up is Muni. Here's Biel getting a hit from Plant right in front of the Buffalo bench. Himmelov holding it to the Senators' line. Levin steals it. Yashin comes across the Buffalo line. Here's Yashin over to Troy Millette. His wrist shot goes high over the glass and into the crowd. 8:54 left here in the second period. 4-0 Buffalo. Our action continues after this time.
What you are about to learn may excite you, because the fact is it will help increase performance. I'm talking about Gulf, 93-octane super unleaded gasoline. It's quality you won't find from every major brand. Gulf's Advent 21 formula keeps fuel injectors clean and helps your car run better than ever before. So switch for the life of your car. You know the name. Go Gulf.
If hockey were as easy as banking at Fleet, the game might look something like this. Take the Fleet Select card, for example. It works like a check, but it's as easy to use as a credit card. So there's nothing to get in your way.
This date in Sabres history is brought to you by the Dawe Car Corporation.
1982, Hannu Virta joins the Sabres from Finland and stars in his NHL debut. He's a good player, Hannu Virta. Didn't play very long in North America, however.
Boy, people kept asking after a couple of years when Hannu Virta left, whatever became of Hannu Virta.
Him and Timo Jutila.
Boy, Timo was a flash in the pan, wasn't he?
I think he showed up on one of the Olympic teams back in '92.
Sabres still have his first goal plaque. Played 1 year with Buffalo and then just got the heck out of town. Cannon over to Presley. Another cut for offside.
Now the timing was just off on that. As I think Dave Hannon and Presley got a little anxious. Presley would have had a breakaway, and both players, I think, rushed it. And an offside at the line with 8:27 to go. Here in the second period, Presley having a good year for Buffalo.
I'll say so. All those 9 goals, they're pretty ones.
Presley, of course, among those 9 goals, 2 shorthanded tallies. Sabres have a total of 5 shorthanded goals. Good example, though, here in the second period. Buffalo sailing along with a 2-0 lead, but they score on their special teams. They score 2 power play goals, and they've just broken this game open. A double minor penalty to Troy Millette costs Ottawa 2 goals and probably the hockey game.
Schmeling shooting it back in. That's one thing that's improved dramatically in the last 2 games. Buffalo going 2 for 6 on Tuesday night against Quebec.
Well, I think it's
right now enjoying some success on the power play.
Sure, and it's a matter of confidence. When everybody gets their confidence that's on the ice during that power play, it makes a huge difference.
Really shot just to the right side of Billington, poked by Hill. Daigle rides it up along the boards to Alexi Yashin, but a 2-line pass violation stops that flow. One of the things the drills they were working on this morning, they had the defenseman down in one end of the ice surface taking shots on Rob Stauber, and then the forwards were all lined up on Dominik Hasek, and they were getting plenty of opportunity to work on their own style of shooting, which you had mentioned in the last couple of games, ever so important for this club of Buffalo to shoot that puck.
I think they're getting the puck to the net, and of course that means shooting the puck, or if you're on a bad angle, play the puck to the front, to the goaltender. And the Sabres have been doing that. Jim Pack, his jersey hanging in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He began his NHL career with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Won the cup with the Penguins back in '92.
First Korean-born player.
Well, he was raised in Toronto, so.
Dominik Hasek into the corner to Doug Bodger. Here's Dawe. Getting to work on the line with LaFontaine and Mogilny. LaFontaine hampered, but Mogilny takes over the low shot just to the left side of Billington. You never know which way the shot from Mogilny is going to go.
See, there was a play, though, with LaFontaine. And Mogilny read it perfectly, got himself in the open, and LaFontaine gets the puck to him. There's that chemistry between the two that's growing stronger every game.
You'll see in situations like this that the duo can work on their timing, as Dawe tried to feed one to an open Mogilny. Gets tied up with Netzkarsh. 6:56 left here in the second period. 4-0 Buffalo. 2 power play goals here in the second period to build the Sabres lead. Netskars getting it across the Buffalo line. Hasek sets it up for Sutton. Well, couldn't play it, and a stoppage of play or an offside call. Give a chance for the Senators to regroup, as well as Buffalo, as John Tortorella and Don Lieber call their forces over and change them up.
Pat Ellenuk from Foam Lake, Saskatchewan, into his 8th season in the NHL with his 4th team. He had 5 straight 20-goal seasons. His best was a 32-goal effort. Pat Ellenuk playing with Sylvain Turgeon and Radek Bonk on this line. 6:42 left here in the second. 4-0 Buffalo.
Gary Huffman sends it in for the Senators. Here's Bonk. Right up along the boards. Hasek along with Sutton. Himodev off the side of Plant. That's one way to get it out to center ice. Huffman bats it. There's Turgeon at his own line. Checked by Himodev. Bonk has it. Now trying to feed Ellenuk. Again, an offside situation for the Senators, who are looking a little sloppy here in this second frame.
Yeah, they've lost their intensity, haven't they? They've gone offside a couple of occasions. Some of the players aren't even trying to stay onside, and that's not a good sign. We talked about Radek Bonk earlier, how the Senators had expected big things from him. He hasn't delivered. Buffalo with the line of Donald Audette, Yuri Himodev, and Derek Plant. Audette looking for the hat trick tonight. Scored the opening goal of the game, and then again in the second period.
He just might get it to become the first Sabre this season to score 3 or more goals. Doug Huda from behind the net. Here's Ken Sutton back to Huda. Plant is in position. Fires it right back to the Sabres defenseman. Clearing it out, and Dennis Bial uses the boards to tip it to Turgeon. Up to Pat Ellenuk, right at the Buffalo line. Sending it in, and Sutton is there first. Got a push from Turgeon, managing to feed that puck now to Himodev. 20 to 17 shots. Ottawa, but nothing to show. More goals for Buffalo, 2 of which on the power play here in the second period. Alexi Yashin posts it in. Huda check. Plant sweeping it over to Himodev, intercepted by Yashin. Showing his strength to Sean Hill with a shot that's blocked by Muni. Both Sabre defensemen went down. Himodev over the Ottawa line. And feed it to LaFontaine. Back to Himodev. Couldn't get there in time, and Dawe sends it back to Yashin. Held up by Muni. Mogilny to Schmelik. Bouncing puck finds Yashin. Trying to break the Sabres coverage. And speaking of coverage, here comes Buffalo with Dawe. Score! Stop, drop, and roll.
A turnover in the neutral zone, and Mogilny sends it to Dawe, and Dawe sends it into the empty net. This puck's going to hit the defenseman, and Jason Dawe, look at him, get a stick on the ice. The puck goes off the toe of the defenseman, Jim Pack, and Jason Dawe has his second of the night, and the Sabres jump ahead 5-0. 4:39 to go here in the second period, and Jason Dawe fits in nicely with LaFontaine and Mogilny.
Very much so.
Started the last game when Dawe scored on a great face-off play by Pat LaFontaine. Dawe scores his second of the night this evening.
I think that goal woke up half the house here at Memorial Auditorium when the horn went off. Got everybody back into the game. Cunnyworth sending it into the corner. He's checked hard by Huddy. Bodger has it. Taking a look at things. Sweeney is the decoy. Will probably come back for it now. And yes, force it back to Bodger. Huddy over to Sweeney. Chopped by Bork. Slap shot off the stick of Cunnyworth. McElwain rides it along the boards. 4 minutes left to play. Second period. 5-0 Buffalo. Victor Gordiuk out at center and over the Senators line. Here's Gordiuk. Trying to make it 6-0. Still has it. And Dahlquist takes it away and starts the rush for the Senators. Over the line with Bonk and Cunnyworth. Dahlquist shot. Loved by Hasek, and he'll hang on to it. 3:41 left here. Second period, 5-0 Buffalo. Our coverage of Sabres hockey continues.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. One ice that goes beyond the others. To take smooth. To the extreme. New Bud Ice.
Get the best of us. Get the best of Paddock Chevy Clio.
The Prism, well-equipped with air conditioning, dual airbags, and AM/FM stereo, is available now at Paddock for only $179 per month. Or the Blazer, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, with extras like power windows and locks with keyless entry. You can get into this for spring for only $315 per month.
I'm Dwayne Fast, and I guarantee you'll get the best of us.
The best that you can get. Get the best of Paddock Chevy Clio.
If you missed any of tonight's action, you can see it all again on Sabres Second Shift. Complete game action replay happens tonight at midnight on your home for Sabres Hockey Empire Sports Network. It's a toga party tonight here at the Odd. Celebration of the Ottawa Senators in town.
Can't look at the toga without thinking of Animal House.
Toga.
Movie.
Toga.
At least I can, anyway.
So many good scenes in that classic movie, Animal House. Many of which we cannot repeat over the television airwaves. Dennis Vial. Out at center, Alexander Dawe. Gathering on the blade of his stick, spent too much time. Muni poking it. Here's Gordiuk over to Presley with Hannon. Two combine together. Hannon tips it to the short side of Billington. Rebound, Hannon with wraparound. Billington is there to stop it. Presley got that rebound. Yashin steals, and here's Alexander Dawe. Again, scored 2 goals last night, and they're losing effort to New Jersey. Dawe leaking it out in front. Yeah, taking the net off the mooring and stopping things with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left.
That was a pretty good play by Richard Schmelik. It appeared as if Alexander Dawe had a stride or two on the Buffalo defenseman, but Richard Schmelik matched the speedster stride for stride.
It's easy for you to say.
Yes.
Coming up in our second intermission, Jim will be talking with the Sabres co-coach Don Lieber. We'll have the 2-minute power play back at our studios at Empire with Mike Robitaille and highlights period number 2. The Odd in Buffalo. The great crowd on hand, and again we mentioned about all the togas tonight. Sabres staged a promotion. You wore a toga, you get some prizes, special discount on tickets. Like there is a good group tonight celebrating toga night here at the Odd.
Jason Dawe scores his 5th of the season. Alexander Mogilny and Craig Muni the assists at 15:21. 5-0 Buffalo.
Hill chops it to the Buffalo line. Sutton and Huda. Hit it out to center. Here's Doug Huda with a long slap shot, taking a right along the end boards. Billington plays it to the near side. Plant is held up. Audette centering it out in front. Hill sends it right back to the Sabres sniper. Here's Himonet chopping away. Sutton gathers his forces back out at center. Everybody gets on sides. 2:25 left. Second period. Sabres with 5 goals on 19 shots. Ottawa with 21. And nothing up there but a big one. And Dominik Hasek stops the play.
Well, coming into tonight's game, the Senators on March the 26th against Quebec lost 11-4. Last night 4-2 to New Jersey. And tonight the Sabres have put 5 over the goal line with 2:16 to go in the second period. Charlie Huddy continues his fine play for the Sabre defense. And a lot of ice time, and he has really been a good addition for Buffalo. Coming over in that trade, of course, with Los Angeles, along with Alexi Zipnik, who got another 2 or so weeks to go recovering from that calf injury.
I have kept a trivia note on Charlie Huddy for about 4 weeks. The Sabres Public Relations Department kept in the game notes for just a short time. Did you know that he was the first recipient of the Emery Edge Award? At that time was the top plus minus. And when he won the award, he was plus 62.
Yeah.
Of course, with the best team in the National Hockey League at that time, with the Edmonton Oilers. Randy Cunnyworth getting the puck away from the Sabres captain. Borka's out there now with Bonk.
Bonk just got bonked. Great check by Bodger.
Here's Bonk again, trying it from the other side. Ellenuk standing at the Sabres line, managing to get across. Ray takes it, sends it back out. Some fireworks could erupt here in the closing minutes of this second period. 5-0 Buffalo. Sweeney to Ray down the left wing, sending it in for the Sabres.
See the difference? The goaltender Billington comes out to try to stop the puck. He doesn't get there. Hasek would have never missed that.
Turgeon right in front to Hasek, who stops Turgeon and gets some backing from Doug Huda.
Sylvain Turgeon with one of the better scoring chances of the hockey game for Ottawa. And Dominik Hasek, watch how he stays with Sylvain Turgeon. And when the forward carries the puck in front of him like that, he cannot shoot it. The goaltender knows that he has no option but to deke. And of course, those goalies, boy, they're smart. And Hasek outwits Sylvain Turgeon, and Rob Ray chatting with Dennis Viel on his way to the Buffalo bench.
Well, the period's not over yet. Viel, one of the Ottawa Senator tough guys. Slide up at the top of the slot. Yashin along with Turgeon and Ellenuk. Scrambled for that puck. Huda's got it. Tries the other side. You hear Dominik Hasek yelling, go, go, go. Here's Yashin. Right off angle shot. 40 seconds left here in the second period. 5-0 Buffalo. Presley and Hannon right at the Senators' line. Hannon with some time. Presley sandwiched in between a couple of Senators. Would you call that a Senator's sandwich?
Sounds good to me.
Turgeon. He's got some time. Nice stop by Doug Huda. Feeding up to Dave Hannon with his buddy Presley. Sweeney trailing in. Here's Hannon. Now Presley shot saved to the side of Billington. Oh, did Presley fire a cannon on that one? 5 seconds left here in the second period. Presley floating it out. And the Sabres take a 5-0 lead to their dressing room. The best performance this season by the Sabres after 2 periods of play. Our coverage of Sabres hockey continues from the Odd in Buffalo tonight on the Empire Sports Network.
For performance sailors, just sailing isn't the point. It's how well they do it. If you want to improve your sailing performance, you should read Sailing World too. Every month, Sailing World's experts show you how to sharpen your techniques. You'll learn how to maneuver small boats in tight quarters and large ones where inches count. Sailing World will keep you up to date on regional events and major regattas like the America's Cup. We'll bring you the hottest new designs, from the cutting edge of professional sailing to changes in the boat sailing out of your own harbor. But that's not all. With Sailing World, you'll catch the latest developments on the sailing scene. We'll help you be the best you can be with columns that count like tactics, women in sailing, the need for speed, and the art of crewing.
Call 800-807-2800. Steer a course for better sailing. Subscribe to Sailing World by calling 800-807-2800 today.
I'm a much better skier after seeing this video only once.
It reinforces your good habits and it helps you correct your bad habits.
It helped me get through the mogul field.
It made my turns stronger.
You can practice it in your own living room.
I learned from it. Introducing the video that's guaranteed to make you a better skier. It's called Perfect Form, featuring Jean-Claude Keeley, and it's free with Snow Country magazine.
Snow Country is a multi-dimensional magazine. It talks about snowboarding, hiking, cross-country skiing,
canoeing,
biking, the best resorts for your dollar,
the best equipment, the best prices. Whether it's spring, summer, or fall, Snow Country is a mountain of fun all year long.
If you're a summer person, if you're a winter person, it'll show you how to take advantage of the outdoors.
So call 800-433-0600. Get your first issue of Snow Country risk-free. Call right now and we'll send you the Follow Me Mountain Guide and our ski equipment guide absolutely free.
I can't imagine anybody reading Snow Country and not wanting to be an outdoor person after reading it.
I think the first copy of Snow Country that comes across your desk will make you want to subscribe.
Jim Pizzatelli sets up some hot pads on the floor, and he lays down on a bed of hot pads for 20 minutes. And then he gets off the hot pads and goes through a 7-minute stretching routine. And then he says, I'm ready to go. But you got to remember this, he told me. A nice stretch throughout the game. Mogilny had to look for the first goal of the evening. And a sniper, and he shot it right into the face of Stan Netskarsh.
Now the quick release by Mogilny down Netskarsh. And the referee saw that the Ottawa player was in some difficulty, blew the whistle. Mogilny with 4 assists tonight. Netskarsh, a 19-year-old Czechoslovakian. The youngest member of the Ottawa Senators. And Mogilny was very close to him when he shot that puck. And of course, when you get struck by the quick shot from close, you're going to be in some difficulty.
And Alexander Mogilny has a powerful shot.
So Netskarsh goes to the bench, and the faceoff will be at the top of the circle to the left of Billington. The Sabres send the line of Derek Plant, Himmelev, and Donald Audette. So two Buffalo players looking for the hat trick tonight. Audette with 2 goals and Jason Dawe with 2.
Plant facing McElwain for the draw. To the top of the faceoff circle, left side of Billington. Close quarters for the two centers, that is. So Pack sets it up from behind the net. Third period, 5-0 Buffalo, and the puck floats in and out of the Senators bench, so we'll have another stop.
John Muckler back at home watching tonight's game with his cat Cato. You know, he was talking in the paper this morning. He invited Max over.
Max Offenberger,
the team psychiatrist.
Yes.
Not for John Muckler, but for his cat Cato. That's what Max was doing there, just in case the cat had one of his anxiety attacks.
You know, Muckler had mentioned that to me this morning, that he was more concerned about the mental and physical stability of his cat Cato. So,
well, pets
I hope that he's enjoying a restful evening this evening. So
we're
we're
not kidding, because pets are darn near human.
I wonder if Muckler is sitting down here for the third period. I don't think he's pacing right now. You can relax a little bit, Coach. Over the line comes McElwain. His shot straight on the blocking pad of Hasek, who plays it into the corner to the stick of Cunnyworth. Back to Pack. Low shot. Here's Bork tied up with Himmelev, who soccer styles with the blade of his skate to Sutton, and out comes Doug Huda. Wheeling it along the boards. Bork along with Himmelev. Bodger loading one in. Audette checked by Pack. McElwain has got it. Backhands it over to Sean Hill. This is third period action from the Odd in Buffalo. Sabres with a 5-0 lead. 3 goals in the second period, 2 in the first. 2 very important power play goals for Buffalo. Alexander Dawe over the Buffalo line, trailing in his Yashin, one arms it, and Hasek covers up. He saw number 19 coming out from the corner of his eye.
Alexander Dawe, a very quick, hard skater, broke in on net with the one-handed backhand shot.
And Hasek is there to hold him. The Sabres' next home game is Tuesday, April 4th versus the Hartford Whalers, and it's another Keebler Tuesday. Just take proof of purchase from any Keebler product to the Odd box office and get $4 off Upper Blue or $6 off orange tickets for the game. That's Keebler Tuesday, this Tuesday, April 4th versus the Whalers.
That starts a big week for Buffalo. The Sabres play Hartford that night, then move into Boston, and then back in Hartford again. So 3 big games. All the Buffalo, Hartford, Boston fighting it out for playoff position.
Here's LaFontaine over the line to Mogilny. Tried to get it to the left side of Billington. LaFontaine, another chance from the rebound. In front it comes, poked by Billington. Yashin has to go back for it. Gets a little hassle from Dawe. And now the Senators' leading scorer finds Day. Alexander Day. Gaudreau swept at it. But he swept nothing but air as LaFontaine sends it in for Buffalo. Here's LaFontaine. He couldn't play it. Yashin has got it. Does some deking through center now over the Buffalo line. Vial providing, or in fact that Hill's providing a little interference for Yashin. While Smellick tips it up to Rob Ray. On with Mogilny and LaFontaine. That's poked out. Ray staying out. Presley and Hannon skate on. Third period, 5-0 Buffalo. Penalty coming up against the Sabres. Rob Ray holding his arms up in the air. The sixth attacker is Phil Bork over the line. Come the Senators. Radek, Bonk. And the play is stopped. So the Senators get an opportunity to work on their first power play of the game.
A holding penalty to Rob Ray with 17:10 to go here in the third. I know what Rob's saying. He said, look, I hardly touched him, and he just fell down. He's arguing his cause. Watch what happens as Hill takes the puck around the net. And Dave Jackson sends Rob Ray to the box. Ray immediately tracked down the referee and started talking to him. But an opportunity here for Ottawa to score their first goal of the night. The Sabres send their specialists onto the ice. Hannon and Presley. Buffalo with 5 shorthanded goals this year.
Let's watch them go to work here. Not much doing for the Senators on the power play coming into this evening's game. 23rd overall. They went 0 for 1 last night against the Devils. From the draw, here's Phil Bork working the point with the slap shot off a stick, floats in front. Bonk goes after it. Here's Radek Bonk. He's got the size, but not the scoring touch this season for the Senators. And Presley clears. Mike Robitaille update the scores for you from out of town tonight, and we will keep a track on that with an Oco Express Shop scoreboard update. Here in the third period, his bomb shot goes straight on, tries the wrap around, and it's stuffed up the pad of Hasek, trying to get it across the goal line, and it's stopped again in a position that it was in Tuesday night against the Nordiques.
Well, Dominik said, no problem, I had that covered. That was a dangerous scoring chance on a quick wraparound by Ottawa. Watch the left pad of Hasek. Now, he's been out of position here, but he's so quick, so agile. And Radek Bonk, I think against any other goaltender in the league, would have scored on that play. But Hasek, the reactions, the anticipation, and that puck does not go across the line, and the face-off to the left of the Buffalo goalie.
Turgeon was doing some gardening in there, and he paid the price dearly.
27 stops for the Dominator, but no, or seldom a rebound chance, or seldom a scramble in front. Either Hasek just doesn't leave many loose pucks, or if he does, he quickly grabs them. Seldom leaves juicy rebounds. 1:28 to go in the Ottawa power play. Yashin at center with Gaudreau and Dawe on the wings. Yashin with 9 power play goals of his 17.
He's up there on the leaderboard of the NHL for power play goals. Low shot, Hill. Rebound finds Dawe. Moving it over to Huffman, now back to Dague. Good pursuit of the puck by Bodger. Sweeney along with Bodger. Lose it as Hill now sends it over to the corner to Gaudreau. Here's Yashin from behind. Hasek. Huda hacking it away. And Dague comes up with it. 1:02 left in the penalty to Rob Ray. 5-0 Buffalo here in the third. And Huda doing a nice job forcing the play to the corner as Yashin gets some coverage from Gaudreau. Here's Hill looking for an opening. Huffman takes the shot. It goes high into the stands.
The puck off the blocker of goaltender Dominik Hasek and into the crowd as Huffman let the shot go. And another faceoff coming up in the Buffalo zone with 49 seconds remaining in the Buffalo penalty. Dominik Hasek leading the NHL in save percentage.
Talking more with John Muckler this morning and about Dominik Hasek. Muckler said, you know, he is so smart. One of the smartest netminders he's ever worked with. Just the way he plays the puck and the sense of his positioning doesn't afford the forwards to get a shot away, especially up close, because he comes right in on the puck. Look at Hasek in his positioning now on this power play set up by the Senators. Loose puck in front. Gaudreau is stopped, and a perfect example as Hasek comes out to challenge Rod Gaudreau.
Oh, isn't that a great example? Just about what you were talking. Hasek, the intense concentration, doesn't overreact to the play. And this is what I think many goaltenders can be faulted. They get too excited, but Hasek knows exactly what he wants to do. He knows exactly how he's going to make the save. He knows that the shooter can't go up high on him because he's in too close.
They'll go to the face-off left side of the Buffalo net. 22 seconds left in the penalty to Rob Ray, and the Senators are forced to regroup into their own zone. 5-0 Buffalo here in the third. Buffalo plays the Islanders on Saturday afternoon on the island. Here's Yashin. Let's listen to Hasek. Not much happening there while the Senators regroup out at center, and Buffalo is back to full strength. Rob Ray joins Bob Sweeney and Wayne Presley. Here's Yashin. Moving the puck in front. Oh, it's shot hard and wide by Dawe. Yashin getting his own rebound. Hill's shot accepted by Hasek, and he sweeps it right over to an open Rob Ray. Sends it right wide. Third period, 5-0 Buffalo. Daigle letting it float off the stick. Gaudreau sending it in. Schmelik is right there. Carries it out. He's got some room to move. Shot just to the right side of Billington. Rebound. Bordeaux. Out at center now is Turgeon. Yamanek trying to glove it. Schmelik aiming it out to the slot area in his own zone is Victor Bordeaux. Pressed into emergency action for the start of tonight's game. Back injury to Matthew Barnaby. Bonk checked by Buda. Plant getting it out of his zone by doing some nice deking, not turning on the speed, finding his winger. Audette with a shot at Billington, forced to home. Hang on to that one. 13:56 left here. Third period, 5-0 Buffalo.
So what's this hole?
385 yards.
And the direction?
Let me see.
If golf were as easy as banking at Fleet,
137.5 degrees.
the game might look something like this.
Fire when ready.
Take Fleet Fast Equity, for example. You can get up to a $25,000 home equity loan in your hands in 10 days.
Nice shot.
Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it?
That's 18 for 18.
Son, been a long time, Dad.
It's been a long trip, son. How about throwing me a cold one?
Just like old times, huh, Dad?
Just like the old days. This isn't a Pepsi.
I know. I saved 9 cents.
Unbelievable. Kid saved a lousy 9 cents.
This date in NHL history is brought to you by the Western New York GMC truck dealers. GMC, the strength of experience.
1969, my boyhood idol, Gordie Howe, scores 100 points in a season.
Here's Ken Sutton with a wrist shot off the back of Plant. That's got a sting. Audette taken down to the ice by Huffman. Himmelev back to Sutton. That rides off Bial from the corner. There's a held up Audette. Fans want a call. Plant on his knees trying to get the puck away from the near side. Back up on his skates. And will carry it right in front of the backhand. Billington making a save. Rebound Plant. Got it right out in front. Nobody there. And here come the Senators. Cunnyworth over the line with Dennis Bial. Off the skates of Cunnyworth. And Huda right back to Yuri Himmelev. Third period. Yuri Himmelev assisted on the opening goal of tonight's game at 54 seconds. 4 assists so far for Alexander Mogilny. He steps out of the ice with Jason Doss. Got Levin's play. Busted by Bodger. Rebound. Cunnyworth couldn't get the shot on deck. Check that LaFontaine got in his way, and here is Hasek making a big save. 31 shots on goal for the Senators and nothing to show.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. One ice that goes beyond the others. To take smooth. To the extreme. New Bud Ice.
Ford Ranger, GMC Sonoma, two nicely loaded pickup trucks. Let's look at the numbers. Standard horsepower, payload capacity, highway miles per gallon, standard fuel capacity. Add in available suspensions, standard AM/FM stereo with 4 speakers, and the total? Proof positive that GMC Sonoma offers you more value than Ford Ranger at a great price. See your Empire State GMC truck dealer today.
Alexander Mogilny with 4 points tonight. Pat LaFontaine with a goal and an assist. The Sabres with a 5-0 lead with 12:54 to go in regulation time. Sabres next start Saturday afternoon, the Nassau County Coliseum against the New York Islanders.
2 players on the edge of hat tricks tonight. We'll take a look at the Sabres' next opponent. The Islanders coming on to try to close the gap from the Bruins.
Now watch out here.
Rangers.
They got Troy Millette. The Sabres are gunning for him, and Rob Ray on the ice. And Troy Millette put out Ambroziak back in the second period with a vicious elbow.
Could be payoff time. So we have Dawe with 2 goals and Donald Audette with 2 goals. Sweeney, along with Victor Gordiuk and Rob Ray. Out front for Buffalo, here's Alexi Yashin, taken down by Sweeney. Yashin back up on his skates, trying to go to the short side. Honey comes up with it, finds an open Victor Gordiuk. Over the Senators' line, Gordiuk to Huddy with a shot blocked by Millette. Huddy getting it right back, slapping it to the end boards. Billington rides it up along the glass. Millette checked by Gordiuk. In to help is Hill. He couldn't get it out. Gordiuk trying to get it closer to the Senators' net. They do nothing but clear. Icing has been waved off, so Huddy, who had 2 assists on Tuesday night, brings it out for Buffalo. Here's Rob Ray along the end boards, loses the edge of his skate. A pretty good ride into the boards. Yashin right back out. Top of the slot is Neckars. Looking for the backhand, and another save by Hasek. He made 2 quick ones right in front. Here's Dahlquist's shot. That goes in front of Rob Ray. And a stick tangled up between his legs. Neckars is there. In front is Radek. Bouncing puck. Fielded back to the ice. Senators unable to take a shot. And Muni calms things down.
That looked like the Keystone Cop in front of a Buffalo net.
LaFontaine getting it back to Muni. First real big flurry for the Senators since the start of this hockey game, Jim.
They haven't had much offense going for any extended period of time anyways. They've had a couple of good scoring chances, but no really prolonged forecheck against Buffalo. That's a tribute to the Sabre defense and coverage in the zone.
Now putting pressure on. Now Kerry Huffman from the point. Kicked out by Hasek with command. Muni flips it up to the Sabres captain LaFontaine. Right back to the Senators line. Here's LaFontaine and Dawe going to work into the corner. Dawe held on to. Pushes and shoves with Dahlquist while the play is established down at center with Radek, Bonk, and Pat Alexi over the line. Here's Alexi in front of the board. Point blank shot opportunity for Turgeon. Goes into the corner. LaFontaine over to Dawe. Mogilny slapping his stick on the ice for the puck, and he's got it over the Senators line. What's he going to do now? Forced back out at center ice. We're approaching the halfway mark of this third period. 5-0 Buffalo. Huda Forces the Senators all the way back down to the left side of their net. Hack on the fly, hampered by Audette. He's got Plant there with him. Here's Plant, checked up along the net. Let's see Yashin along with Alexander Dawe. Stopped at the Buffalo line. Plant kicking it with the blade of his skate over to Yuri Himala. Checked by Pack. Dawe over to Chris Dahlquist. Go to the stick of Alexi Yashin. Doing some dipsy-doodling out at center, but nothing going into the zone. Good coverage by Buffalo. Here in the second half of the third period with a 5-0 lead. Plant across the line with Yuri Himala. Good move by Plant until he pulled down by Dahlquist. Netskarsh is there. And the 19-year-old blue liner comes out at center. Up to Yashin. A lot of ice time for the second-year pro, along with Alexander Dawe. Checked by Gordiuk. Yashin trying to break free. Gaudreau comes up with it. Leads it in front. Good coverage by Sutton. His backhand attempt goes to Huda. Tips it back to Sutton. Here's Tim Sutton now rink wide to Presley. Wisely plays the boards to Hannon. Trailing in is Gordiuk. Dave Hannon's play is chopped, but he gathers it right back. Sutton pulls the trigger. Billington with the rebound. Here's Presley trying to feed it out in front. Hannon's stick is being held by McElway. Presley does it on his own in front. Tries to backhand it up the palm of his glove. And finally, Jackson falls. Advancement with the puck with an open glove, and that stops things with 8:31 left here in this strange third period.
Grandpa, do you remember your first Pepsi?
1926 at Homer's General Store. Pepsi number 2, cheap seats. Wrigley Field. Pepsi 812, the stock market crash. Pepsi 3922, Spam was invented. 14,030, your dad repeated third grade. And this is Pepsi 21,004, Kathy.
Kelly.
Kelly?
Kelly.
I knew that. I think I knew that.
Your bowl, sir.
Thank you, Hobbs.
If basketball were as easy as banking at Fleet, the game might look something like this. Take Fleet Easy Business Credit, for example. It's simple to apply, and your company can get a loan decision up to $100,000 in 3 business days. Now, what could be easier than that?
Oh, brilliant shot, sir.
Hard-working play by Presley as he comes to the front of the net. He's going to try the reverse dunk on this, too. As the puck goes up in the air, and he attempts to over-the-shoulder it into the net. No goal. And the face-off is outside the Ottawa blue line with 8:31 to go. 5-0 Buffalo.
Well, if Michael Jordan can do it, why can't Wayne Presley? Let's see, carry the puck from the corner, get it along the boards.
I don't think Michael Jordan could do it on a pair of ice skates, though.
Right it along the glass and then nothing. Doug Huda from the right side of Hasek. 33 shots on goal tonight by the Senators. Over the line comes Gordiuk along with Hannon. Gordiuk is blown off the puck by Vial. So Bonk has got it. Tries the far side to Cunnyworth. Couldn't hang on to it. McElwain flips it in. And the Senators change up on the fly. Pat Elliott comes out. Pack and Hill on defense. But they're offside again. 7:45 remaining. Here's another note for you. John Tinker, who is the co-executive producer of Chicago Hope, which is the ever so popular television show weekly, created a cast of characters during the lockout. And because he's such a good hockey fan, his character names were Dominik Hasek, Dr. Ron Tugnutt, Mr. Barrasso, Sergeant Brodeur, and Sergeant Edward Robb for Rob Stauber. And those names were able to go through the legal department and accepted by the players to say their names could be used on the show Chicago Hope.
Sure, I would say that's quite an honor.
How about that?
Yes.
Pushing and shove match with Rob Ray and Radek Bonk. Play, however, finds behind Greg Billington. Bonk has got it. Sylvain Turgeon right to the Buffalo line. Shoveled by Bodger. Now what have we got going here? Let's see.
That was Rob Ray with an enormous check on Turgeon. Just inside the blue line. 7:19 to go. 5-0 Buffalo. Now Robert is determined he's going to hit somebody, and Sylvain Turgeon happened to be the closest guy to him. And Ray took him heavily into the boards. Good solid check by Rob Ray. He enjoyed it. Turgeon did not.
Also have a penalty, a holding call on Jason Dawe.
Holding the stick, so the Senators with a chance on the power play. 7:19 to go. Jason Dawe with 2 goals tonight for the Buffalo Sabres, playing on that line with LaFontaine and Alex Mogilny. And of course, I'm sure what the coaches like with Dawe is his speed with those 2 guys. And Jason Dawe was a great scorer in junior. Beginning of this season, he spent in Rochester during the lockout, scored well for the Amerks, but he just could not get a scoring touch here with Buffalo until the last couple of games. So that too is a good sign for the Sabres as Dawe starting to come on.
Get him. Top of the slot is Hill. Moving it over to Alexander Day. See if we can listen in to Hasek. That's picked up by Sweeney. And Himmeldev storming in. Here's Bob Sweeney to Himmeldev. Scores! Stand behind the yellow line. Wait for the Euro train to completely stop. It's in the station.
Buffalo's 6th shorthanded goal of the year. What a terrific play by Bob Sweeney as he makes the play inside the Buffalo blue line, takes it to the other end, and then makes a great pass across in front of the net. And the goal by Himmeldev. Watch the play here as Dawe is stripped by Sweeney, and Sweeney makes the soft backhand pass, and Himmeldev scores for the Sabres.
Big output tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. Ottawa Senators continue to have their problems. Winners of only 1 in the last 10. Came into this evening's game on a 5-game losing streak. Setting up the play in the corner is Yashin. Top of the slot is Hoofman, and Hasek was there.
How can you stop that?
How do you read a tip like that? That just went off the stick of Gaudreau. Hasek was set up for the left side, but managed to poke his right pad out there and stop it. Here's Hoofman, top of the slot. Poke wide. Huda's got it and brings it out through center. Doug Huda. 6:05 remaining here in this third period. 6-0 Buffalo. 43 seconds left in the penalty to Jason Dawe. Here's Sean Hill. Out to center, Radek Bonk in the line with Pat Edelman. And the Senators again caught for offsides.
Yuri Himmeldev with his 4th goal of the year, shorthanded from Bob Sweeney at 12:58. Pat Edelman playing on this power play. At one time in his NHL career was a good scorer, 5 straight 20-goal-plus years. His best was 74 points. Now there are 34 seconds remaining in Dawe's penalty. Sabres have a couple of players looking for the hat trick tonight. Jason Dawe with 2, Donald Audette with 2.
12,386 on hand tonight here at Memorial Auditorium. Again, the Sabres Carnival on Sunday. Starts at 1 o'clock. A lot of activities on the floor here at Memorial Auditorium. Dunk tank, pie throwing, take a shot on goal. Chinese auction up at the Yacht Club, the Hall of Fame memorabilia. Here's Presley over the line with Dave Hannon. Divided together off the shoulder of Billington. 5 seconds left in the penalty to Dawe. Here's Bork. Up to net Karsh. Long shot into the corner. Huddy is there, rides it along the glass, bounces out, and Buffalo's to full strength as Dawe names a part of the trio, then goes to the bench. Presley takes over, delayed shot. Billington covers up, saw Plant hit, popping in. Stop things with 5:03 left here in this third frame.
So much
6-0 Buffalo.
So much easier to play this game when you are ahead. And the Sabres did that early, scoring 2 quick goals in the opening period, and really doing in the Senators in the second as they took that 4-minute penalty. Troy Millette did, and the Sabres scored 2 power play goals, and that put the game away for them. 6-0 now with 5:03 to go. Plant, Mogilny, and Audette up front for Buffalo.
Buffalo will improve its record now to 33 points. Started the game even with Hartford, 1 behind the Devils, 2 behind Washington. Those games in hand, although even with Boston, still holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Islanders. Here's Mogilny, top of the slot, wrist shot, Billington with the save. Nice low, hard shot by Mogilny. 4 assists on the evening by Mogilny.
Right, Mogilny gets from point A to B in a hurry, doesn't he?
That's puck, he can scoot anywhere.
Wow, can he go?
Rocket spurts. Bouncing puck goes into the corners. Mogilny takes a look. Options over to Plant, who's checked into the boards. Dawe lost it. Here's Audette. Mogilny setting up shop. Audette tried to wrap around. He's looking for that hat trick.
Anytime a player is sitting there with 2 goals too, his teammates are very much aware of that, and they will try to get him the puck at every opportunity. They sacrifice scoring chances to help your teammate get a hat trick.
Rob Ray sending it in for the Sabres with Victor Gordiuk along with Bob Sweeney. In Buffalo, playing the New York Islanders on Saturday afternoon from the island. We will have that game for you right here on the Empire Sports Network. Next home game will be Tuesday against the Hartford Whalers.
Hey, get out of here.
Gordiuk riding it up along the boards. Billington sending it over to Pack. Bounces right to Rob Ray with a backhand. That's stopped by Pack. Up to Alexander Dawe. Yashin is with him. Over the line goes Dawe. Bounces. Gordiuk has got it. Then he's pulled down from behind. A penalty coming up. And now let's see what happens here. 3:05 left, third period. Buffalo back on the power play.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. Now brewed to go beyond the others. To be an easier drinking ice. Take smooth to the extreme. Bud Ice.
Compare HMOs. At a glance, they look a lot alike. Similar costs, low co-pays, 100% hospital coverage. Only a few give you a choice of over 1,700 doctors, and routine eye exams as a basic benefit. But only one, Community Blue, offers eyewear discounts up to 60%. Plus the nation's most recognized healthcare symbols, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. See for yourself. Community Blue. More for your healthcare dollar.
Now it is time for the Karuba collision of the game. Karuba collision, make the right decision. Insist on Karuba collision.
A serious fender bender as Rob Ray crashes Sylvain Turgeon into the glass.
It's a perfect way to ride a crash into the boards, just like they do in car racing.
Gaudreau in the penalty box, 2 minutes for hooking. And the Sabres send Audette and Jason Dawe flanking Derek Plant. Both Audette and Dawe looking for the hat trick here tonight. Sabres 6, Ottawa no score.
2:55 remaining here in the third period. Dawe with that puck, and then he's taken off. Here's McElwain down at center, rink wide to Stan Netzkarsh. Sends it in for the Senators, fielded by Hasek. Leaves it to Derek Plant. There's Cunnyworth shooting that puck hard and wide. Rebound finds Huda. Buffalo's record will improve to 14-12-5, 33 points. Charlie Huddy putting the pressure on for Buffalo. The power play. McElwain takes it right back, forces Schmelik to turn on the speed. Plant, rink wide over to Audette with a slip shot. Looking for 3. Dominik poking it back out. 2 minutes left here in the third. 6-0 Buffalo. And a two-line pass violation stops the activity.
I think we have a penalty coming up too, a cross-checking penalty, and it's Dennis Viel. I beg your pardon, it's Cunnyworth who is called 2 minutes for cross-checking. My apologies to Dennis Viel. It's just sort of an automatic reaction. Dennis Viel, he
21
goes there, but it's Cunnyworth.
He's been the stinker all night.
So Buffalo with a two-man advantage here. 49 seconds left in Gaudreau's penalty.
Now, what do you do in a situation like this, Jim Lorenz, if you're head coach Rick Bowness, your team on a 6-game losing streak, not getting much out of them at all?
I think you're
blasted at the beginning of the week by Quebec. You played a lot of close games.
You try to stay positive. It's the only answer to that. I think as a coach, you worry about your younger players, guys like Yashin and Alexander Daigle and Netzkarsh. You really worry about their confidence level and how this kind of a thing will affect them, because it's so frustrating, particularly now. Some of these players have been through it 2 years in a row.
Don't think that there hasn't been any finger pointing during this shortened campaign in Ottawa either. There's been a lot of it. Here's Jason Dawe trying to get the rebound. Audette does, and there's the hat trick for Donald Audette. One hat, two hats. They're starting to litter the ice for Donald Audette. 3 goals tonight, and the Sabres have a 7-0 lead.
Pat LaFontaine gives him the puck. Great hands though by Audette. The quick hands as the puck glanced up the backboards. Audette waiting for it. Watch how quickly he puts his puck in. That's not easy. You take the puck from one side of your body, pull it across, and then flick it in the net. Audette does it perfectly, and the Buffalo Sabres lead 7-0. Donald Audette with 3 goals tonight for the Sabres. 15, 16, and 17.
Well, the hats continue to fly onto the ice surface here at the Odd. With a minute 35 left. The biggest offensive production so far this year by Buffalo. Now, Jason Dawe back out of the ice.
Donald Audette scores his first NHL hat trick. That's something, you always remember your first goal. You remember hat tricks, particularly if you're Wayne Gretzky or somebody, or Mario Lemieux, you might remember some of them, but when you don't score too many, you certainly remember them. And this will be a memorable night for Audette, and now it's Jason Dawe's turn. Dawe with 2 goals with 1:35 to go. Sabres still on the power play. 1:42 remaining Cunnyworth's penalty.
Dawe's going to center this line with Kimelev and Mogilny, and you made a mark that in between one of our commercial breaks that pretty much Pat LaFontaine has done for him.
Well, he played a little bit on the power play, but he had missed a couple of regular shifts, and the Sabres just resting him. They don't want him to get too tired or something to happen to him late in the game that's out of reach where he's going to hurt himself.
Here's Sutton along with Mogilny over the line. They'll look for Dawe to get 3 if possible. Plenty of time to do that. Here's Mogilny, nifty move. He's trying, that's for sure. Now back to Doug Huda. Over to Ken Sutton. Here's Huda. Low shot, Huda off the pads of Billington. Right back to Huda. 57 seconds left. Here's Himmelab. Defeated to Mogilny. He stole it. Mogilny with a second chance. Gloved by Billington.
Oh, he's frustrated. Boy, what a great field goal that was. Billington kicked the puck up over the glass into the crowd.
I don't know. He'll get a penalty for that. A delay of game penalty for Billington. He made such a spectacular save.
I think Jackson should forget about that. I mean, 47.8 seconds to go. Let's not rub it in. Watch Billington. Watch the left glove. And now watch what he does. Here comes the field goal. The puck flies up over the glass. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I disagree with that. I mean, let's just leave it alone.
So the 31st shot on goal by Buffalo. Let's go back and take a look at this.
There it is. I guess more of a punt than a field goal.
Not bad form.
Sure traveled a long way, I'll tell you. Well, Billington, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and still a two-man advantage for the Buffalo Sabres. 47.8 seconds to go in a very long night for Craig Billington.
Senators' next stop, Quebec. Jason Dawe remains out there. Himmeldev and Mogilny there to help from the draw. Kim Sutton with a two-man advantage. Here's Huda with a little bit more time to work. Sutton over to Himmeldev.
And also the Buffalo defense getting some time on the power play here with Sutton and Huda.
Huda trying to feed Himmeldev, does so. Dawe pulls the trigger, but without the puck in 27 seconds left in regulation. 7-0 Buffalo. 35-31 shots Ottawa. Here's Huda. Now to Mogilny. Back to Huda with a shot blocked by Dahlquist, and the puck is cleared. 5 seconds left. Let the clock ride out. Hasek almost scored on himself. That was a close one. And Dominik Hasek with his 3rd shutout of the season. What another tremendous team effort by the Buffalo Sabres to post a 7-0 victory over the Ottawa Senators. Jim, let's take a look at the save of the game. 1 of 35 by Dominik Hasek.
Now Dominik Hasek with a shutout tonight for Buffalo. Here's an example of his great work as Gaudreau attempts to shovel it by the Buffalo goaltender. Can't do it. And that stop is a Darien Lake save of the game. Darien Lake, Western New York's premier entertainment and amusement park, has more than 100 wet and dry attractions to enjoy. Make your next breakaway a break for Darien Lake.
Congratulations to Tom Coleman of Buffalo, tonight's winner of the Jim Doyle Ford Power Play Contest. 7-0 final. Sabres here at the Odd. We'll be back.